I filed a few lawsuits and I'm in the court now.
Why all that criticism? I mean, that was gross from The View. And look, The View is not the litmus test of America.
I will fight till the end because I don't want that they damage my reputation and my name.
The drama in the world of daytime TV has hit an all-time high. Melania Trump has filed a jaw-dropping $100 million defamation lawsuit against The View. And if you thought the tension couldn't get any more intense, think again. This isn't just a run-of-the-mill celebrity spat, it's shaping up to be a legal battle of epic proportions that could completely change the way talk shows deliver their so-called hot takes to the public. And Sunny Hostin, she's found herself smack in the middle of this storm. Could this lawsuit be the breaking point for her career? Or even more shocking, could it force the bold and opinionated hosts of The View to rethink the way they speak their minds? One thing's for sure, this story is just getting started. Let's not kid ourselves. This drama didn't come out of nowhere. The View has been taking shots at Melania Trump since the very beginning of her time in the White House. It's almost as if criticizing her became a regular feature of the show, starting with the backlash over her Rose Garden redesign and spiraling into the endless rumors about her Christmas decorations.
She destroyed the Rose Garden. Who hates Christmas? Melania Trump hates Christmas.
They accuse me of doing stuff that I never did in my life.
She doesn't want to sleep in the same room with him. She can't tolerate him.
Allegedly.
And she does.
Yeah, who can forget the "she hates Christmas" jokes that practically became a running gag? Or the nonstop speculation about her marriage to Donald Trump? It wasn't just occasional commentary. It felt like the co-hosts had created a checklist titled Melania Trump Takedown 101 and made sure to tick every box during their broadcasts. Some viewers might have brushed it off as harmless humor, but for Melania's supporters, it was anything but funny. And now, after years of staying quiet, the former First Lady has clearly reached her limit. Here's the thing, Melania has always been known for keeping her composure, even as the media scrutinized her every move throughout Trump's presidency. But this time, she's making her voice heard, and she's not holding back. According to insiders, the tipping point came when The View crossed a line that Melania simply couldn't ignore. What used to be light digs had reportedly escalated into deeply personal and hurtful accusations. And for Melania, it was time to draw the line. Forget the Christmas jokes. This time the accusations cut much deeper. The hosts of The View implied that Melania can't stand her husband, actively avoids him, and is even plotting to distance herself if he manages to make it back to the White House. And as if that wasn't enough, they threw in some snarky comments about her stance on reproductive rights, insinuating that she's secretly at odds with Donald's firm anti-abortion position. For Melania, this wasn't just petty gossip. It felt like a calculated, full-blown character assassination. And now, Sunny Hostin, known for her razor-sharp tongue and even sharper opinions, is at the center of Melania's legal retaliation. Why? Because Sunny didn't stop at casual commentary. She went all in, doubling down on claims that Melania detests her public role, can't stand her husband, and deeply regrets her time as First Lady. While the co-hosts of The View might try to brush all this off as just opinions, Melania's legal team is taking a far different stance. To them, these remarks don't fall under harmless chatter. They see them as outright defamation.
Allegedly, he was cheating while Melania was pregnant.
That was all. That's not going to.
It's a lot of lies that they've written also about me as my husband.
After Melania gave birth to the baby, he found Stormy to strip around with, right?
Melania's legal team argues that these statements, broadcast to millions of viewers, aren't just false. They've caused serious damage to her reputation. And let's face it, when someone files a $100 million lawsuit, it's clear they're not here to play games. But here's where things really get interesting. This lawsuit isn't just about Melania defending her name, it's about making a statement and setting a precedent. For years, talk shows like The View have pushed boundaries, using their massive platforms to air unverified claims, all under the guise of casual discussion. If Melania secures a win in court, it could spark a seismic shift in how TV personalities tackle controversial topics, especially when it comes to discussing public figures. Suddenly, the excuse of freedom of speech might not be enough to shield reckless commentary. And let's not sugarcoat it. This case could send shockwaves through the entire talk show industry, but The View isn't going down without a fight. Their legal team is already preparing a counteroffensive, likely arguing that their remarks fall under the protection of free speech. Good luck with that argument, though. Melania's legal squad isn't just any run-of-the-mill group of attorneys. They're powerhouse litigators with a proven history of taking down big opponents. With $100 million at stake, you better believe they're coming in hot and aiming to make a statement. Meanwhile, the public is absolutely glued to this drama. Some are rallying behind Melania, applauding her for standing up to what they perceive as blatant liberal media bias. It's clear this fight is as much about public perception as it is about the courtroom. Others are siding with The View, claiming that Melania knew exactly what she was getting into when she married into the Trump circus. After all, being a public figure, especially in such a controversial family, comes with scrutiny. But no matter which side people are on, one thing's for sure, this lawsuit is turning into an all-out spectacle, and everyone seems to have an opinion about it. The bigger picture here, though, is what really matters. Melania's defamation claim hinges on the argument that The View's comments weren't just harsh, they were actively damaging. In a media landscape where the line between opinion and fact is constantly blurred, this case could ignite a much-needed conversation about accountability in broadcasting. Can talk shows truly say whatever they want about public figures without any consequences? If you thought the stakes couldn't get any higher, think again. This lawsuit has the potential to reshape not just the world of daytime television, but also the legal boundaries of media commentary as we know it. The big question now is, will The View stand their ground, doubling down to defend their trademark style of raw, unfiltered conversation? Or will this serve as a wake-up call for networks everywhere, pushing them to rein in their hosts and put a greater emphasis on facts over sensationalism? Behind the scenes, things are reportedly in chaos. Sources say tensions are at an all-time high, with the network scrambling to contain the fallout. Emergency meetings are being held, and executives are said to be exploring every possible strategy to shield the show from further damage. Sunny Hostin, meanwhile, is reportedly feeling the pressure like never before. Insiders claim she's been advised to tone down her fiery on-air persona, but if you know Sunny, you know she's not one to backtrack without putting up a fight. And as for Melania, she's no longer the quiet, soft-spoken figure many in the media portrayed her as during her years in the White House. This lawsuit makes one thing crystal clear. Melania is ready to fight tooth and nail to protect her name, her image, and her legacy. The $100 million isn't just about financial damages, it's about sending a loud, unmistakable message. She's out to make an example of The View and warn anyone else who might think they can drag her reputation through the mud without consequence. Meanwhile, the media world is in full-blown panic mode. Competing talk shows are reportedly scrambling to distance themselves from the controversy, with some even nervously combing through their archives to make sure they haven't said anything that could put them in a similar position. It's like a collective, "Oh no, are we next?" moment sweeping across the airwaves. And then there's social media, which has turned into an all-out battlefield. Hashtags like #MottTeamMelania and ViewGate are trending as users dive into heated debates. Some see this lawsuit as a victory for accountability in the media, while others argue it's just another chapter in cancel culture spiraling out of control. One thing's for sure, this story isn't cooling off anytime soon. Let's not overlook the potential ripple effects this lawsuit could have on public figures across the board. If Melania secures a win, or even forces a significant settlement, it could set a powerful precedent. Picture Hollywood's A-listers suddenly lining up to take legal action over every snide remark, viral meme, or juicy gossip segment. This could transform how media outlets approach their coverage, forcing them to tread much more carefully to avoid costly lawsuits. In fact, the entertainment industry might need to establish entire divisions dedicated solely to handling legal disputes. For talk shows like The View, it could mean an end to their signature hot takes, replaced by far safer, lukewarm commentary out of sheer caution. The fearless, tell-it-like-it-is style that audiences have come to expect might be forced into extinction. As for Sunny Hostin, she isn't exactly slinking away quietly. True to form, she's doubled down on her right to speak her truth, boldly stating that open dialogue is a cornerstone of democracy. But critics have been quick to counter, arguing that truth doesn't justify reckless speculation or invasive, unsubstantiated commentary. Now the question is whether Sunny's fiery persona will survive this legal storm, or if she'll become a cautionary tale for outspoken media personalities everywhere. The bigger question, however, is whether this courtroom battle will usher in a new era of media accountability or simply pour fuel on the fire of an already polarized culture. Either way, one thing is clear. This saga is far from over. With Melania, Sunny, and The View locked in this high-stakes showdown, the drama is only just beginning. Stay tuned, because this is a story that could reshape the media landscape as we know it. And make sure to subscribe for more on the latest celebrity news and all the behind-the-scenes drama. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.